Someone says, how am I supposed to handle going through constant, intense Kundalini activations where I feel a tight electric current moving upward? How do I ensure this is a safe ascension process for me? Again, dealing with this energy, and this is why, like, that's like the last class. Like, that's even why there is such a certain knowledge that has to come around this energy, because this energy is also, it's very sexual in many ways. So as a man and as a woman, we are expressions in the physical plane of two opposite poles, okay? And so when the man and the woman come together, then they are basically in the state of the androgen if they're both activated. So if the man and the woman come together and they're both activated, they activate androgen. Now, some may say, well, what if I don't have a man? What if I don't have a woman? Okay. What it talks about is that you can bring yourself to a process of priming Kundalini. This means that maybe these breathing exercises and things that you're doing with yourself, the meditations and the mantras and all that kind of stuff, it will prime you for the process. And then when it's finally time and Kundalini is ready to now make its full circuit, the master will literally appear. Because this is not, the physical realm is one of the last things to appear. There's already other levels where everything is more concentrated, so it can see you. And that's why you should trust the process and know, hey, if I'm not getting that, once you understand the principles and how it works, if I'm not getting that, or I'm experiencing something that I need to keep going, I need to keep working through, then I need to do that. And then when that's done, it will ding, done. Now here comes the next level of the initiation. So if you're feeling like, this, like you said, tight electric current moving upwards, how do I ensure this is a safe process for me? Trusting yourself. But use your craft, meaning, no, am I grounded? Do I feel grounded? Like, am I confused? Am I angry? Am I fighting with people? Am I scared? Because Kundalini is an intensifier of these forces. That's why I said when you get into the orgasm, what it intensifies, it flips fields. And then everything that you need, you having all that joy, now you need to actually go through some pain in order to balance out all this joy that you just had, because both of these are going to bring some level of growth. Lots of joy brings a level of growth. Lots of pain also brings a level of growth, and thus it's balanced. So, and then also once you start removing yourself from that pain, joy, which is like really going into the center, you now get into like what is contentment. It's not then that you're trying to actually do something. You are it. You're sitting in the center of yourself at that stage. So going on here, someone's asking, is it possible, actually, this is Sister Poon asks, is it possible to get connected and stay connected to the higher source and remain in that state, or is that too much? Again, like I said in the beginning of this conversation, we're always connected. This idea that we can even disconnect is hilarious. It's like just as funny as death when you realize how these two go together, disconnection and death, trying to cut an umbilical cord and separate all those kind of concepts in the illusion. What it really is about is that you can go into higher degrees, if you may. You can get more amplitude, if you may. You can connect or expand more into other energetic centers, if you may. And in that process, you start learning how to balance out the forces and how to hold that. It's like if you have a lot of children, you learn how to end up dealing with all those children and how to manage your household. But you don't have generally all the children at once. You actually, there's one, there's two, there's three. So getting used to this process of actually gradually increasing one's awareness, not in some desperation that, I got to have this done by right now, which is definitely going to cause some blunders, because that's not even how it moves. That's not even how it feels. Like, it comes with, again, the compassion of letting you know you're right on time. Just stay on this, but you're right on time. Don't be listening to other people's timelines. Like I said, they were talking about 2012. There was another auspicious June 26th or whatever, the first day of 26,000 years, blah, 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 already ticked by. And we're still here. So it's really about, in this moment, how much am I really getting out of this moment? And that's another thing. All of this stuff with this consciousness and this Kundalini and all this stuff can be all consuming too. Some people say, well, that's all there really is. Man, there's life. There's experience. There's growth. There's application. There's action. There's bonding. There's connecting. There's building. You know what I mean? There's things also going on outside of the construct also of just learning about Kundalini all day and spiritual stuff. Because a lot of times while we're in these books and we're, watching these teachings, our children are over there like, I need what you have already. You don't need to go and learn any more or do any more. Just give us what you have, and you will find that bring a certain kind of peace and, wholeness and contentment to you that you've been searching for. And again, I always have to clarify the difference between peace and wholeness is a big difference. Like a piece of something is not the whole thing. So we can't imagine that somehow we would get somewhere only dealing with just pieces. But at the end of the day, I also see now why you can't just mix everything together and expect that it's all going to just harmonize. There's an order and there are certain filters to allow certain things in when it's time and when they learn the space that they're actually in.